Take it easy. Bye, sweetie. What, hon? What? Anyway. Don't know, hon. Don't know. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I was gonna mess with you. There's a new competitor in the fray. Get this started.
Core temperature is below optimal levels.
We got to. One last thing, I'm sorry. How you doing, kitten? There we go. Now we're good to go. I'm still trying to get everything in order with the stream. If anything's messing up or the sound is glitching, please let me know. We're in survival mode of the Division, and oh.
Core body temperature drop.
Oh, I'm warm now. Meds. That works. Let's take that. Basically, in survival, you're fighting against the cold. You gotta fight against the elements, so you gotta go around looting coats and clothing items to increase your and then you gotta put together your weapons and armor and fight your way
Core
into
the
dark
optimal
zone.
Levels.
Once to the dark zone, you gotta increase your armor and weapons again to gold status and fight off mobs. And get your... Oh shit, no. Oh no, that's so full of nope. Not for this fight right now. Player. No.
It's almost too easy. Eat this.
We do not want to deal with players right now.
We're gonna take it.
Oh yeah, there's other players that are out here hunting you too. Every man for themselves. There's also two-man teams running around. And it's getting cold, so I gotta find some place to warm up, find a barrel. The fact that we're traveling so far is gonna take us up out. It's gonna take us out of the way. Great that we're finding this stuff. We need to get the hell out of Dodge, and we're gonna hurt ourselves a little bit. We need to find the barrel. Shoot. This is gonna get the firefight. Firefight is going on up the hill. Okay, this is gonna hurt.
Core body temperature is now below what is required for normal metabolic function.
Gotta find some fire or an interior. Let that trickle on down. I think there's an interior over here. Get that. Right here. Right here. Good. Lewis, how you doing?
Warning. Infection progressing. Alert. Infection progress halted. Body temperature dropping below normal levels.
You know what? I'm gonna sit here for a second. Get this stuff in order. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. There we go. Golden now. We're on the move. Sniper rifle. Need to find some food. That's what I'm talking about right there. EMP grenade, that will come in handy. Gonna break just a little bit. We need to find some more wounds. Like a little dark alley. Little cubby those generally hold something. Guess nothing. Where we get seeing the fire from? Got embers drifting from somewhere. Ah, there we are. Warming up, warming up, warming up.
Drop in core temperature detected.
It is 24 degrees. It's really getting cold. And I'm not seeing anything. What's this right here? A bit off the beaten path. Usually if there's something on top, there's a box or something up here. Crap, somebody's been here and they looted it. Looted it. Not good.
Warning. Infection levels increasing. Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
I had a player come through here. The fact that it's looted.
Body temperature is now critically below normal.
17 hat, that's a fine. Toss that shit's on. Need to find some warmth though. Ain't got no way of fighting that off. Need to find some warmth now. Not good, not good. Usually we done found an open building by now. Unless I just ran by one. We gotta take a chance because we're dying here. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, thank God. Oh, this is... Yes! Yes! Oh, let me find the button to that. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, that was close.
Especially at night. Don't have the lights on for a couple
Doesn't have any extra goodies in here. Let's see if we can craft something. Not quite everything we want to. Not quite a weapon yet.
Warning. Infection progressing.
Already got that taken care of. That taken care of. Boots. There's really nothing I can do right there on that front. So we are pretty much screwed. I can create reduce threat, hit shot damage, random bonus. Sure, why not? Let's up this weapon that we got. That's what I'm talking about right there. Headshot damage, 11% optimal range, 3%, 32% reduced threat. That actually will come in handy. Hoorah. Right now, we're simultaneously streaming on both Twitch and YouNow. Real happy to be back on YouNow. We was on earlier, but my computer was just tanking to high hell, but the stream actually came out pretty decent. It's just my frame rates were going to hell in the hand.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Back on task. I am generally not that fond. Somebody's been here. I am generally not that fond of a sniper rifle, but we...
What? It's a piece of cake! Get off our turf! Like we talked about! Hey, no weakness! Let's get this over with.
Holy shit.
We own this place.
Damn it! Damn it to high hell! Couldn't figure out where he was. That's it. Have nothing to lift myself up off the ground with. Oh, there's two of them over there. Yep. You do not get my stuff. You do not get my stuff. Goodbye, son. That was not how we wanted that one to play out. We could do a little bit better than that. Generally, when I run, I like playing with the running with the M60. When I was in the Marine Corps, that's the weapon that I carried, my weapon of choice. It was love. It was heavy, but it was love. Me and my 8-gunner humped the tripod, the 60, and ammo way further than we ever should have. Plus our 16s, Alice packs. It was not a comfortable hump. Never, ever was it a comfortable hump. But we got the job done. From here on out, we're going to be, every time that we're streaming on Twitch, we're going to be streaming on YouNow. And hopefully, we'll also be able to...
Welcome back, I'm Rick Falassi, and you lucky bastards are listening to Wouldn't You Know It.
Agent, let's talk. Got something
really
new.
Lucky bastard. You apparently won the genetic lottery.
Feast your eyes on Manhattan's best selection.
5% of the rest of humanity. Oh no, you had it good.
What?
Don't worry, it happens.
I'm going to have to redo all of my weapons. I've got catches that I've done picked up, and I seriously don't know where I picked up half of this stuff. My daughter, she is very upset because she has to go to work this morning. And I'm like, welcome to my world, sister. I have lived to the ripe old age of being able to have them treat me out to dinner. And I'm telling you, life is good when that happens. You'll never know the joy that will well up on your heart when they say, I got that check, Dad. I'm just like, that's it. I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, we was talking earlier. We done had some interesting things happen to us this week. I attempted to play Santa Claus at the Oxmoor Mall. I volunteered myself. And it did not go well at all. Oh, Lord, it did not go well. In fact, it went about as bad as something possibly could go. Because, let me tell you something. Even though I got the physical size to play Santa Claus and the jolly disposition, I'm a black man at the Rich Mall, and those little white kids was not having any of it at all. They said some of the most atrocious stuff to me, and it wasn't that it was racist or anything. It was just that they realized I wasn't the real Santa Claus. Worse, I started doing this bad imitation of Uncle Ruckus. I am the real Santa Claus. Ho, 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 watch my belly jiggle. My boss, or the guy that was supervising me, realized I was doing an imitation of Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. He was laughing, but he was like, Rob, no, you gotta come on back. It's over. We got somebody else that's coming. I tried lying to the kids, telling them, listen, I'm one of Santa Claus's helpers. You just gonna have to bear with me. Ho, ho, ho. This one kid cussed me out. I sit there, it's like I didn't think such things would fall out of a kid's mouth, but if you want to hear the truth out the mouth of babes, man, this man is not the real damn Santa Claus. And he stood and kicked one of the presents and pointed out, and it was like he was trying to rally the other kids against me. And I'm like, oh God, this is horrible. We had the elf that was laughing at me. We had the parents that was cackling up because some of these kids was like, and then they realized the beard wasn't real. And they would grab the beard and try and yank it, not try and hold it up. And it just not
There's no time to wait.
It did not.
You and a team need to go secure them right
So
now.
needless to say,
or
we will
someone
not
else
be
will.
volunteer. We'll volunteer as maybe the Easter Bunny or something like that. But Santa Claus.
We need to be in the air
We're not
before
doing
the
Santa
storm
Claus
But
anymore.
we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight.
Oh
We're
my
locking the base
God.
down for the duration, and Rhodes says the weather might work
Basically,
all our
what we're
calls,
up right
so we
now
can't
doing
count
is a
on being in
bust arrest
contact.
session.
We'll be there
We've got
soon.
our settings set up. We've got new settings going on for the XSplit to try and
Just get there
optimize it a
before the
little bit
storm
so
really
it sits a
hits.
little bit
And
lighter
listen,
on the system.
Do whatever you
And
need
I have
to
to
get
say,
back alive.
even though we're running at just
Loud.
about, Mac, we got it down to about 85, 70, 79%, which is good. We're only peaking at 100% on certain areas, so This is turning into a real successful Buster Rust, and if everything is coming through smooth on
Warning.
everybody's
Immune
end,
response detected.
let's just go
Infection
then.
imminent.
Okay, first things first is create our hat. For some reason, the creating the hat is always the first step, and then we got to make it over to 22nd Street. That is always my initial goal. Even though I'm probably going to have to I'm going to start mapping the zone. At one point, I'm going to go through and I'm going to map the area. I'm going to get me a real map of New York, or if this, I got to figure out if this is a one-to-one recreation first. If it's a one-to-one, I'm going to buy me a map of New York and start mapping this whole area out to look for areas of opportunity. The reason 22nd is so important is because it has 21st, 22nd. Where's the complex at? This complex right here is the one we're looking for. It has basically some sweet cold weather gear. Basically, you won't have to worry about cold weather ever again if you get into this area. So that's where we're heading right now. At least that's where we're going to try and make it to. On the way, we're going to try and dodge everybody, and because there's way too much fighting going on. And we're going to...
Drop in core temperature detected.
It is 33 degrees, which means that we're already dying out here. That's how cold it is. Player over there. So we're going to dodge. We're dodging. Someone's already died a minute and a half in the match. We are not equipped for a fight. We can't even stay out in this very long. We're literally going to be moving from fire to fire. And we got to find something warm really quick. Help a brother out. Fortunately, the snow is thick. We're running out of heat. We're going to die right here. This is probably where a bunch of people died. Just because they couldn't find freaking heat.
Core body temperature is now below what is required for normal metabolic function.
A little bit higher than we wanted to. Took some damage. More damage than we should, but we got to go. We need fire, fire, fire. Oh shit.
Damn it.
Where the hell is some fire at?
You got some gas.
Oh, come on. Please be something up here. Popping. Please be something up here. Bags and goodies is not going to help us out. That's nice, but we're so dead if we don't find any. Weapon box. Hoorah! Nothing to warm us up. That's it. This might be over. If I don't find a fire, this is over. Gosh damn it. We don't have time to loot that shit. Oh my god. So damn close. So damn close. That was almost game right there. That's mother... Ah! Wazim, how you doing? Oh my god. Yeah, we're not getting up from this. We pushed it too close. Oh, that was just an unfortunate, right there. That is so freaking unfortunate. Sometimes that's the luck of the draw right there, and that's all I can say. It's still a learning process for me. We're just now figuring out all the pieces that we need to put together to actually get through this. But it's like, it's alert, and everybody's coming along with me for the ride. One of the things I tell people is you will not see pro play here, but you will see me die in loud and excruciating ways and laugh the whole time. We're gonna rack one more up, see if we can get a solid one in. We really need to get a solid one in. Right now, amongst our friends, we're all racing to try and get a victory in the zone. We have people that bragged about a victory, but we have not seen them display the victories themselves. And then there's the rest, because when it's in a group, things just fall apart horribly, much like what just happened. And it's just, some of it is just growing pains and learning to operate together. But it's like, it's one of those things where
I got a serious threat I need to tell you about.
And if you're listening, that means you really
until
are
we
lucky
learn to
bastard.
operate as a unit, where everybody has their own kind of agenda going on, which is unfortunate because we done had some pretty close runs where we done made it to the end zone. To anyone that's watching, how you doing? My name's Big Rob. I hope you're having a great morning. We're sitting there having a bust the rust session. What that means is that's military jargon for fixing all the bugs and making sure everything's working right. We're trying to make sure the audio's coming through okay, graphics coming through, no hesitating with the graphic card. So far, everything looks like it's doing pretty decent, and that's basically what we want to see. Primary weapon.
And that ain't the way the world works. And it ain't Ebola or Marburg. It didn't evolve with batshit some monkey ate.
They're looking assault rifle light machine gun. Huh.
I'll tell you where it came from. It came from a lab. This is some design shit. Somebody cooked this
Reload speed sucks, but stability is horrid.
or maybe they let it out on purpose.
We're gonna take a DPS drop,
If you don't think the federal
but we can work with our M60. There's always been better weapons than the 60. We can work with it. Everything else we can. We're looking for a secondary weapon now. We have our rifle.
Wake up, New York. Open your eyes. Think.
No. That's bad when some of the purples aren't that high level on it. Okay. So we're gonna basically turn some of this stuff into garbage. Yep. There we go. Got our Magnum. I'm actually excited. I do not want to take a dip. I do not want to take a dip in damage. Mark is junk. Right now we're waiting for the queue to pop for survival mode. While I'm out here, I guess I can tell you what survival mode is. For those who don't know what survival mode is, it's basically the downloadable content for the Division, RPG MMO hybrid from Ubisoft, and it's a really fun game. It has great core mechanics and looks like we're going in. It has some great core mechanics. But it was when it first came out.
Better get yourself into a
beginning
hazmat
of the
suit,
game was
agent.
great, but there was no
We just got
in-game.
word that the
The
experimental
Underground
antivirals lost from the
provided
dark zone
a
has
lot
been
of the
located.
in-game. That
There's
kind
no
of
time
sucked
to
it. It
wait.
was $14.
You and a
had
team
to
need to
pay
go
for the
secure them
DLC.
right now.
But
or
once you
someone
got
else
it in,
will.
it brought a whole host of features that made the game more complete.
Come on, move it! We don't have
Underground,
much time!
I
We need to be
basically
in the
say
air before the storm
single-handedly
hits!
saved the game
But
because it
we've got a
gave it its
storm
own
coming
unique
in.
flavor.
They say it'll make Sandy
its
look like a
take on the
snowball
survival
fight.
game.
We're locking the base down
And
for the
basically
duration.
you're fighting
And
against
Rhodes
the
says
cold
the
weather.
weather
The
might
storm
bork
is
all our
hitting New York,
comms,
and
so
you
we
gotta
can't
fight
count
your
on
way
being
through
in
to get
contact.
an antiviral.
We'll be there soon.
The antivirals are located somewhere in the dark zone. Your helicopter is basically going to go down, is what you're seeing here, and this mission
Just get there
basically
before the
goes to
storm
hell in
really
a
hits.
handbasket
And
real
listen,
quick.
do
In
whatever
fact,
you need to do to
even
get
worse,
back alive.
you get cut
need it.
or damaged in the
Well
blank
out.
crash landing and catch some aggressive form of sepsis. Basically, you're infected and you're going to die from it unless you use antivirals, which continually get weaker as you use them to try and survive. You got about an hour that you can live without any medication, but the antivirals can give you about another hour, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how lucky you are at finding them and how aggressive and basically how much you spread them out, because like I said, they do get weaker. So a lot of people pop immediate. I try and give a little bit of 10 to 15 minute spacing between to try and extend it out just a little bit further, because it was basically they're going to stop working at some point. Once you get in, you got to get the antiviral and get to an extraction zone, which means you got to build your little flare launcher and then fight off these boss mobs with hatchets. It's ridiculous. We've done made it all the way to the extraction and
Warning.
got
Infection detected.
hatcheted in the head, and it is it is a fun dynamic, but I tell you what, it is mind-numbingly hard. Of course, I went into PvP, which means that there are some guys that jump in here and their whole mission is to hurt, maim, and rob you. Why go hunt for the stuff themselves when you can go and bring it to them? And that's how they treat the game. My mission is to find a way to dodge them, create some angles, create some space, and get into the extraction zone from a different way. Basically, we are looking for 22nd Street. 21st, 22nd, and we need to find our complex. It looks like we're going to travel for a bit, but once we find our complex, which is this little prison looking or castle looking place right here, this is where you want to be to get your cold weather gear so you can basically say screw to the weather. Once you take the weather out of the factor, and if you can get there quickly enough, you can work on building up your armor and your weapons and the skills that you want. But
Core
that's a
temperatures
tall order.
below
And as you
optimal
can see,
levels.
making it over, this for me is my first stretch goal. Now, along the way, we're gonna try and loot and survive, but it's always a tough one, and you got to find heat. There's no way you're gonna. This is not a good place to be. This is definitely not a good place to be. Right now, initially, being this close to bases, we're gonna go in here and we're gonna make ourselves a scarf. We're trying to get as much warmth as we can, and initially, I have to be at these beginning bases. There's always what am I saying here? Street exit. Uh-oh. Not sure what the hell this is. Oh, there we go. Laid out kind of weird, but okay. I can dig it. There's always some pills and a piece of fabric. Pills basically keep the virus at bay. These little pieces of fabric are lifesavers for getting you your initial pieces of clothing. Get you started. The reason I built a hat and a scarf is because they have the two highest values. They provide the most warmth. Coat last if I have to. I heard something move. There might be somebody outside, which means we gotta run for our life. Local infections hit.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Gone.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
That's going to give us the pills are going to give us about 5 minutes of halt time. The needles, if you can find them, will give you about 10 minutes. One thing to always check is if you see squad cars with flashing lights, that's a telltale sign that there might be something laying there. Check your little corners. You're always going to find some goodies. And there's different types of box. This is a bag. Pants, yes. Gonna toss those on. Got a little bit more warmth. Parking garage always has a bomb. we're gonna forego the parking. Oh no, we're not gonna forego the parking garage.
Come on, bring it.
There's always somebody up top. I don't feel like wasting time dealing with it. And the stuff that's in here is not worth it. So, we're gonna keep going.
Drop in core temperature detected.
You eventually start learning what's worth the effort and what's not. There's a couple of places there's like one place halfway through here that it seems like it's worth the effort, but there's way too many damn enemies. Oh, it caught me anyway. Damn. I was not expecting that one. Damn it. We gotta heal. That's all there is to it. Let's get in here, loot this place, and get the hell out of Dodge. And the fact that it ain't looted, and this is in a very popular spot. Oh, damn, I wish I didn't use that now. Now let's get the hell out of Dodge. Lots of electronic parts. We're out. Back to the grind. Back to the grind.
Core temperature is below optimal levels.
Rammers, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great morning. Appreciate you coming out and watching me. Sitting there playing a little bit of The Division. Most of the folks know me as Game Easer, but my name is Robert. Look at there, fire. Now, fire can be good and bad at the same time, because if a fire is lit, best believe that somebody came out here and lit it. So you got to be a little bit careful. However, looks like they're on a mission, because nothing over here is looted, so that's a good thing. They basically lit the fire and moved on, which is kind of what I want to see. Me, I am, like I said, I am basically staying the hell away from everybody.
Warning. Immune response detected. Infection imminent.
Now we got 57 minutes. Oh, no.
You're going down. Let's take them out.
Nope. I'm out of here.
You're going down.
No. Did I just make a big circle? I think I made a circle. Need to warm up. Get in here, warm up, and go. In fact, I'm pretty sure I made one big ass circle. No, I didn't. It's another shot. Thought I made a circle. Looked like I made a circle. Felt like a circle. But this is a different electronic shop. Yep, another free box. No weapons. Get the hell out of Dodge.
Drop in core temperature detected.
I don't have time for all of that. Normally,
Get your shit together, people.
this is not good. Being pushed off course. Don't like being pushed off course. So we can get around them. 18 agents remaining. Ah, come on. There to the right.
Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
Grab what's at the top of this rope. Nobody's been up here. The reason I know that, it's a box. Armor. Yeah, we're gonna go and equip that because we ain't got any kind of armor on. Basically, what you're gonna